Good morning. It's a chilly Tuesday, August 30th morning, and it's going to be a beautiful day. We have a great show for you. We might even talk about how to dress for this day. So cold in the morning, but then so nice during the day. So make sure you got your coffee ready and kick back because Bill Valley starts now.
It's summer.
Mountains.
It's summer in the mountains.
It's summer in the mountains. And we're out here
Living it.
Living it.
Living it.
Lots to do.
lots to see.
Every morning.
Every morning.
Every morning,
At 7:30.
7:30.
It's Vail Valley Live.
it's Vail Valley Live.
Watch us now.
Watch us now.
Watch us now.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Vail Valley Live. As Kate mentioned, we're going to start bright and early for you and help you plan your day and plan your weekend. We have a holiday weekend coming up with Labor Day this weekend, and we're also wrapping up a lot of weekly activities here through the high country, whether it's concerts and farmers markets and kind of things. So we've got a lot to cover today on the show. So we'll be with you live for about an hour. 7:30 to 8:30 is when we're typically on, and you can find us, of course, on Facebook and YouTube on live stream, and you can watch us anytime if you can't catch us during the live show. And then we're on Outside Television, Channel 17 on Comcast as well. And if you are watching during the live show, you can chat with us through the Facebook platform, through the live stream platforms, just a couple different ways to get your questions answered about what's going on this weekend. And boy, the weather has really kind of started to shift, and we're seeing those cooler mornings, shorter daylight hours have become very evident, and we're going to be seeing plenty of sunshine today. So it's almost like we're breaking out of the monsoon season because we have sunshine in the forecast for quite a few more days. So this is going to bode well for our busy holiday weekend. The nights are going to be clearing, but during the day, things are going to be heating up. So it's kind of like put the heater in the morning when you drive to work or drive to your activities, and then you got the AC on by the afternoon. But look at this: Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, clear through the day. Look at that forecast. Once again, it's almost like we're seeing that monsoon season roll on out, and then we're getting that September weather where the weather stabilizes a bit. You can do the longer hikes, even the 14ers. This is going to do those, even though you're starting probably in the dark, because you want to start pretty darn early if you're going to be doing some of those longer hikes, depending on your elevation gain. The locals love this weather, so this is perfect for. But so we're going to see the clear skies and 75 up in Vail, which is quite warm for Vail, and that is 80s, even more down valley. So it's going to be one down valley for the kids that are going to school. They're going to be coming out. They might just forget their jacket that they brought in the morning. They're going to need it this afternoon. But enjoy this great weather while we have it. This is what we wait for all summer, is this wonderful September-like weather, even though we still have a couple more days left of August. I want to thank the outlets at Silverthorne for this weather and mountain report. They are located off of I-70, exit 205, on both sides of the interstate. They have plenty of stores for the whole family to get some great clothes and get some savings as well. So stop by there if you haven't quite gotten all your back to school clothes, or if you're like me and habitually you got all those back to school clothes year after year and you just feel the need to go shopping this time of year, you can do that as well. Hey, I want to let you know the mountains will be opening up 9:30. We still have daily lift service going on at Vail Village, Lionshead Village, and Beaver Creek. Now that would change after Monday. So on Monday, Labor Day, that'll be the last day for weekday service. For Beaver Creek, they will just be Saturday, Sunday only, all the way through the last weekend of September. And then Vail will operate Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays through early October, all the way through October 2nd. And that is the last Vail Market and Art Show. The last market over at Minturn is going to be this weekend. So we're wrapping up a lot of the things that have been going on all summer. But let's bring in Kate and talk about some of the things that she's finding and she's learning about for this weekend, holiday weekend, all around. She's in downtown Eagle. Let's check it out. Kate, oh, you found some sunshine. Good for you. I know it's a little chilly out there this morning.
I did. Like I literally just like trying to position myself in a place where the sun would shine on me.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because it's in the 40s. It's pretty amazing. It's pretty cool right now. But the sun will get up in the sky a little bit more, get a little higher. It's gonna be, I think it's gonna be in the 80s down valley. So it's gonna be a warm day once
Oh,
we get going with it. But yeah. So where are you
it's gonna be
now?
so warm. So like I'm actually right outside Seven Hermits. So it's a holiday weekend, but things at Valley or down Valley here are starting to slow down a little bit. However, we have two really cool things happening on Friday. We have our farmers market at Eagletown Park from 3 to 8. And I always say this, it's such a cool farmers market because it's not just great food, great produce, but you also find really cool local crafts. So if you want to do your holiday shopping early, definitely a great place to find some local souvenirs or some local gift for somebody special. But right here on Seven Hermits, they're going to have a really cool charitable event. It's called Fill the Boot. So it's hosted every year. They raise funds for the Muscular Dystrophy Association, and they just bring a lot of awareness and resources to families dealing with the disease. It's also hosted by the firefighters. So they're going to have some great food, some great music, and a myriad of prizes that they're going to be raffling throughout the night.
Oh yeah, you know what? And Fill the Boot campaign, that's a national campaign. A lot of times I'll see them right outside of Village Market. They've got the boot out and you're maybe driving by and you grab the change and a couple dollars out of your purse and put it in while you drive right by. So that's cool that they're going to have a little bit more of an organized event down at Seven Hermits. And the weather this weekend looks like it's going to be great for sitting out on that deck and enjoying, a nice brew.
Absolutely. And they just revamped their menu. So my husband and I come here pretty often. And they have a really good like crispy pork belly sandwich that is
Oh,
like to
yeah.
die for.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, that'd be great. Yeah. So a little bit of a menu revamp. We're getting in that fall. Maybe they're bringing out some darker beers for these cooler
Yeah.
evenings. So that's gonna be super cool to see. All right. So Seven Hermits is doing that. Kate, we've got a big concert tonight. It is the last of the Hot Summer Nights concert series brought to you by Moe's Original Barbecue. They are bringing in North Mississippi All Stars. And I don't know if you've ever heard these guys, but they're awesome. Big band, big sound is going to be on the stage, and they have been playing here for quite some time. They have been touring just nonstop, it seems. So every year it seems like they do make a stop here in the Vail Valley. But that'll be the big free concert tonight. Gates open at 5:30. The music will start at 6:30. It'll wrap up probably around 8:30 or so you can still get the kids home, get them to bed. I know there's school now, but you could still do one last hurrah because that concert series will wrap up. And then that's basically it for the Ford Amphitheater. They don't have any more concerts. I think they're
Yeah.
doing some solar panel installation. They've got a little construction work that they're going to be doing throughout the off season.
Oh yes. So it's the last one. We all have to go basically. It's
Yeah.
mandatory.
Yes.
Fortunately, I have to work, but like if you're not working like me,
Oh yeah.
make sure you
Definitely.
stop by.
Well, and you know what? And like I said, the weather should be just perfect for this tonight. It'll probably get a little cold. I definitely would bring a jean jacket or a fleece for the end of the concert, but I think the start of the concert is going to be pretty darn awesome. So, well, that's just one of the things that's wrapping up this week that we want to tell you about. But we're going to take it to a commercial break. We'll come back with headlines, a road report, and we'll delve into more activities that you won't want to miss.
Life is brimming with miles and miles of possibility. So gear up. Explore the world how you see fit. The right tires will show you that the experiences you make are the ones you take with you.
We love our house. Been here for years.
Yeah, but there's an animal in the attic. At least Geico makes bundling our home and car insurance easy.
We save a lot.
For bundling made easy, go to geico.com.
There are times I wonder, why can't I wear white after Labor Day?
Something's on your mind. Chew on it. Twizzlers.
Well, we are back. It's time now to take a look at what made headlines in today's Vail Daily for Tuesday, August 30th, almost wrapping up the month. But before we do, we've got quite a few things to squeeze into the last week, kind of officially, unofficially of summer. But on the cover, it's a big world. Look at this cutie. A 7-week-old Harley basks in the sun Monday in Avon. This coming weekend will feature many different events, including Oktoberfest in Beaver Creek and the Vail Rotary Duck Race and Avon's end of summer events. So you can check out this little pup on the front cover of today's Vail Daily. And then headlines today, Pioneers reminisce in Vail. Gathering brings hundreds of workers from the 1960s, 70s, and 80s back to town for friendship and nostalgia. That was going on all this weekend. If you worked or lived in Vail from 1962 to 1985, you were eligible to come to the Vail Pioneers Weekend, so you can read more about who was there and what their thoughts were in today's paper on page A2. Also, Mountain Pride hosts community education event. This would be supporting LGBTQ youth and raising allies. And this is on Tuesday, today, from 5 to 7 p.m. at Yeti's Grind. So learn more about that on page A3 in today's paper. And then also, don't forget, we still have a fishing closure. So local fishing closures remain for now. So what's restricted? Well, here's what's going on. The Colorado River from Red Dirt Creek to Rifle, that's been lifted. And then the Fraser River from Fraser to the confluence of the Colorado River, that's lifted. But what's in place? The partial day Eagle River closure from Walcott to Eagle County Fairground. So that's still in place. So that's a partial day closure. And then also still in place is the full day closure on the Eagle County River between the fairgrounds and Dot Zero. So more down valley. But people probably think, oh, wait, we've had all this rain, the temperatures are getting cooler. Not quite. So you can learn more about this on page A5 in today's Vail Daily. Then in the sports and outdoors, we've got Reflecting on Title IX, Lessons and Perspectives. You can check this out, written by Ryan Sederquist with this sports reporting at the Vail Daily. So a lot of things in today's paper. Grab your copy today. You can find it for free in newspaper dispensers from Eastville all the way down to Dot Zero, or just simply go online. VailDaily.com will get you these stories, archive stories, and a lot more. And, of course, breaking news. Those accidents over the weekend on I-70, it's kind of snarling up some traffic. That was kind of crazy. And speaking of traffic, let's get to that right now. See what the roads are looking like this morning. We're going to have beautiful, dry roads all throughout the day. Really no chance of rain at all today. So wear the sunglasses. Make sure you top off that windshield wiper fluid because you can get a lot of sun glare with the angles that the sun is at this time of of year. But I saw some of the accidents over the weekend. I was driving back to Minturn, and I saw that semi truck fire that was near the Walmart exit on Saturday. That backed up traffic for a little bit, but they were able to detour off to Highway 6. So it's always good to keep the CDOT app handy on your phone, just so you know if you are stopped in traffic, you can pause and take a look and find out, hey, is there a detour? Is there another way to get around this? And everything to keep you going on your way. Or call a friend and be like, hey, check out what's going on cotrip.org and tell me when I might be getting out of here, kind of thing. But so that's look at your headlines and your roads. And then also today, well, we've got the hot summer night. So let's bring in Kate and we'll talk a little bit more about things that you can do, things that are wrapping up, because we've had a busy summer of activities, weekly activities, you know, whether it was the rodeo that was happening on Fridays or some of the concerts in turn on Thursdays, show downtown on Thursdays, all those kind of wrapped up now. And the last Hot Summer Nights concert will be tonight, and that'll be at 6:30. And Kate, we're gonna see quite a few people heading out there, I'm sure. You know, this has been a popular
Oh, yeah.
activity.
Yeah, and Eagle is waking up too. So I'm right here on the bridge, right before the Bush Creek Pavilion, and there's a lot of people riding their bikes.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. Probably to maybe get into school, maybe get into work and everything. It looks so pretty down there. We're just seeing those clear skies. Is it warming up a little bit?
It is definitely starting to warm up. So I feel like as the show goes on, I'm going to start lowering down my zipper, taking
Yeah.
out my layers, because that's the name of the game right now.
I know.
Like layers.
It's
And
layering.
I'm
for
not
sure.
embarrassed to say I'm wearing sandals with socks because
Oh.
you know I'm going to take those socks off after the show. But right now, my toes are freezing.
Yes, yeah. Oh, I know. I've been wearing the little Ugg boots when I've been outside. So I hear ya. Hey, but something going on tonight before we get to the concert. Alpine Arts Center has teamed up with the town of Vail to offer discounted art classes. And they're going to be doing that starting at 3:30. So that's usually about a 2-hour art class, 3:30 till about 5:30, and that's when the gates open. So it's just a perfect way to spend the afternoon. And they're going to be doing birdhouses. They have birdhouse painting, so you can create your own little house for the birdies and lots of fun. They provide the materials, the instruction, all the paints that you need. And it's just something neat. Even if you don't think you have an artistic bone in your body, go down there. And it's a neat thing to do. And it's cool to see how the people in your group, how they interpret what the lesson is teaching. Have you ever done anything over at Alpine Arts
Yeah,
Center?
that's not really. And I'm definitely one of the kind that don't have much of an artistic bone in my body. So
Oh, I
normally
bet you
when we do
would.
that kind of stuff, like I'm looking at references, like on Pinterest, so I can copy it.
I bet you would do better than you think. So, but that's going on tonight. And then we also have the Vail Art Walk. So speaking of birdhouses, if you've been around the base of Bridge Street where the parking structure comes through, the covered bridge where the bus runs through, there's a big new art installation that is all these different birdhouses, but like one looks like a lighthouse, one looks like a castle, one looks like an adobe house. Like they're all super different, but they're kind of in a big cluster on like a pedestal. And that's one of the things you learn about during the art walk. And that was donated by the Kent and Vicki Logan Foundation, some longtime locals that have been here. Yep, there's the picture of the new birdhouse right there. But we've got the last Wednesday art walk tomorrow. So you'll meet right there in front of the Vail Welcome Center at the top level of the Vail Village parking structure at 11 a.m. It goes till noon. Wear your walking shoes because this is a walking tour. And it's really interesting to just hear so much more about the art that surrounds us. I mean, we have beautiful surroundings, but the way that the town values the art and all the art in public places and the stories behind it. So that should be pretty cool that they've got that going on tomorrow as well. So, and you know what else we have going on
That sounds
tomorrow?
like so much fun.
Yeah, it is a fun tour. Molly Eppert leads it. She's with Art in Public Places. So you get to learn a lot. And they got, in addition to the birdhouse, art display that they have. They have two more pieces that Ken and Vicky Logan donated. So it's brand new. Even if you went last year, even if you went earlier this summer, you're going to learn more in this tour. But hey, one more thing, Kate. You know what else we've got tomorrow? We have
Oh my God, is it Winning Wednesday?
Watch it Win Wednesday. I know. So we're thinking of giving away, in the honor of it being about 44 degrees when you're heading to work in the morning. How about a cool sweatshirt? This is from Outside TV, our partners at Outside. And we're not going to give it away today, but on Wednesdays, we have all sorts of giveaways, including ball caps and water bottles. And there's even a Sierra Design sleeping bag that goes down to 36 degrees. So, especially in the fall, that's when I love to do the camping trips. But sometimes you go out to Moab and it's like 75, 85 during the day, but then it cools off at night. So, it's good to have one of these good sleeping bags that takes you down to 36 degrees Fahrenheit in case you are going to be
I'm
camping.
actually going to Moab this weekend.
Oh, you're going this weekend? Are you going to
Yeah, I'm
camp?
going with Bratzo.
Oh, fun!
No, we're staying at like a house that we're renting with like a pool and all the add-ons. But yeah, we're going like 4 different couples, their kids, no kids for me, but it's gonna be super fun. I'm excited.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that'll be great. It'll be so beautiful out there, too. So, perfect. Are you bringing a bike, your hiking shoes, a kayak? Which mode of
Both.
transportation? You gonna bring it all?
Yeah, we're bringing bikes. We're gonna go hiking. So we'll see. I mean, honestly, we might just wanna chill by the pool one day too. So
Yeah,
we
that's
work hard in
okay.
this style. We play hard, but we work hard. So
Yeah, you have
we gotta rest.
permission. Yeah, you know what? I would do your hike or bike ride in the morning and then go to the pool in the afternoon because it's gonna be hot down in Moab, that's for sure.
Oh yes, I'm ready.
Okay,
One
perfect.
last sand tanning session before the end of the summer.
Yeah. Hey, okay. Well, we're so once again, Watch and Win tomorrow. It's not going to be today. It's on Wednesdays. Watch and Win Wednesdays. All right, Kate. We'll let you run around, find another place to show us the beauty of the valley, and we'll be back right after this break.
We're for the fashion forward and budget minded. We've got the brands that set you apart, the style to make you stand out, the looks that let you shine. We are for the dreamers, the doers, and the savers. Outlets at Silverthorne. Elevate your savings. Save up to 70% on the best designer brands. Visit outlets@silverthorne.com for current sales and events.
Are you ready for summer gardening? Here at Knapp Garden Center, we take pride in our selection of beautiful, hand-picked, perennial, and annual flowers. We also carry a wide variety of delicious veggie starters, herbs, bushes, shrubs, trees, soil amendments, and so much more. Our selection is carefully chosen for our altitude, soils, and climate and reflect the hardiness of the Rocky Mountains. Visit us today at 295 Rule Road in Eagle. We're open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5:30 p.m., and weekends from 8 to 4. Knapp Garden Center has everything you need to craft your beautiful outdoor space this summer.
To find a cure for osteoarthritis, why not look to the body's own power to heal? At the Stedman Clinic and Stedman Philippon Research Institute, we're working with the National Institutes of Health to conduct a clinical trial treating osteoarthritis of the knee. To learn how you can participate in this clinical trial, call or visit our website today. The Stedman Clinic and Stedman Philippon Research Institute. The future of orthopedic medicine is here.
We are back. I want to give you a look at the weather if you're just joining us. It's a chilly morning, but we're going to have a beautiful, beautiful afternoon. In fact, the whole week is going to be just gorgeous. We've kind of moved out of that monsoonal airflow, and we're starting to see some drier, sunnier, clear conditions, and a little warmer temperatures going along with that. So right now we're looking at 48 degrees in Vail, feels a little like 45. Even Kate has her jacket on, the nice fleece down in Eagle, but we will start getting quite a bit warmer later on today. Really no wind to talk about this morning. Zero chance of precipitation, which is great news. If you're planning, maybe a 14er. I know a lot of times people try to do those longer hikes because the weather really cooperates, or even a long bike ride would be perfect pretty much any time. We'll top out at 75 degrees for Vail, a little warmer down valley, and with that sunshine, it's going to feel intense. So make sure you wear the sunscreen, drink plenty of water, grab a slice of shade when you can, especially if you're on that bike ride and be waiting for some other people in your group. Stop. When you stop, make sure you stop maybe on a shady spot. That's your pro tip for the day. So good weather all throughout the week, as you can see, highs in the mid 70s, and then lows dropping down into the mid 40s. And our daylight hours getting shorter as well. So we're seeing that sunset just a little bit shorter, earlier each night out there. So there's a quick look at your weather. Don't forget the mountains open already with lift number 6 out of Beaver Creek. That's the Pennuel Express. And then in Lionshead, we have Eagle Bond Gondola. And in Vail Village, we have Gondola 1. And they all bring you up to places to eat, up to some activities. The Lionshead Gondola brings you up to Epic Discovery, which offers the kids zip line, the summer tubing for adults, the summer tubing for kids, that alpine coaster. So a lot of things to do once you're up there, besides the biking and hiking that you can find. So the ticket office is open for you at 9 a.m. You can decide what kind of ticket package you want. You just need a scenic ride ticket. Do you want to get a lift and lunch ticket? Maybe something to haul your bike up. You can do laps all day long. And don't forget, Epic Pass is on sale. The price is going to go up after Labor Day. So maybe think about getting that this week, and you can use that in advance of the ski season. So kind of a nice way to offset some of the costs is to use it right away, right during the summer. So that's a look at your weather. So enjoy your day out there. Want to let you know what's going on at Beaver Creek, because we are seeing a lot of these activities that have been going on week after week after week. They're going to be wrapping up. So if you haven't done the complimentary yoga yet on Monday, Wednesdays, Fridays, a few more days for that. Today we're going to have the complimentary outdoor fitness with Pure Bar from 9 to 10 a.m. And then we still have one more movie, the movie Into the Stars, Clifford the Big Red Dog at sundown. That'll be on Wednesday afternoon. And then we still have Helmut Fricker playing music, complimentary caricatures with Ken Carpenter. And we were up there just the other week, really fun to check all this out. And then they have the lawn games that are right at the plaza where the ice rink is in the winter. They put all the grass out there, and they bring out great people like Ken Carpenter, who's been doing caricatures, I think since the late 90s. And you can see the kids especially stand in line for this. There's adults there too. Adults, you can totally get your caricature done. But we were just talking to Ken last week about how many years he's been doing this and what he looks for when he starts. Usually he starts with the eyes first and goes from the inside out. And he even had me get on the easel and try to draw him, which I was very nervous about doing. So, but lots of fun. So you can rent some of those lawn sport games. They got the ping pong. They've got a little soccer, all that stuff. That's available for you. And then this weekend, big Oktoberfest celebration. So we'll have that starting out Friday night. And then Saturday and Sunday, in addition to Helmut Fricker, he's bringing in his whole band. That'll be going on. And then we have Trachten Kapellwerk. And this is from Beaver Creek's sister city, Lexzurs in Austria. They're coming back after a couple of year hiatus due to COVID. They're able to travel again now, so we're excited to have this back. Music goes till about 6 p.m. 4 to 6, they bring in the bands that are the tribute bands. Elton John tribute band on Saturday and an Allman Brothers band, tribute band on Sunday. So it's just really fun. It's a good way to just rock out right there at the Beeve. So it should be some great, great times. But we also had a chance. Are we going to toss it to Billy Doran? Carla? Yeah. Okay, cool. All right, well, we're going to let you know a little bit more about the Fossil Posse. Here's a look. Hey everyone, we're here with Billy Doran. He's with the Fossil Posse, and he's a regular here at Beaver Creek for their family programming. You can see him in the winter and the summer talking about the creatures that roamed Eagle County.
Prehistoric Colorado, Tricia. That's what I do. You just touched on Fossil Posse. So what I do in Fossil Posse is I like to bring the prehistoric world to guests, to locals, to kids, anyone that really wants to learn about this stuff. Yeah. When I'm not doing shows or doing the kids camps and things like that, I'm actually out in the hills digging up dinosaurs, looking for dinosaurs and looking for proof of our prehistoric past here in Colorado.
Well, and we're not talking hundreds of years ago. We're talking...
We're not even talking hundreds of thousands of years. We're talking hundreds of millions of years ago. Yeah.
This is so crazy. And you've got all this great displays. You can really kind of spell it out to the kids and the adults. And I've seen your shows. The parents are just as interested as the kids.
Absolutely. I tell you what, nothing turns an adult into a child again. And when you hand them a fossil or a tooth, all of a sudden they're like, T-Rex.
I know. It's so fun. Well, show us some of the props that you bring out.
This is some of the stuff I use. So, I mean, visual aids are huge when you're talking about the prehistoric world. I can talk and talk and talk, but people want to see stuff.
Yes.
So one of the things I like to talk about and push around here is how the Earth has changed. You know, the Rocky Mountains are only about 70 million years old. But if we could go back to times like the Triassic, you know, it used to look kind of like this. Okay. I mean, Tricia, this is so long ago. There's no flowers, there's no butterflies, there's no bees. We have the very first dinosaurs. But then as things rapidly change, we move into time frames like this in the Jurassic. This is 150 million years ago. With some of the most famous dinosaurs like Stegosaurus walking around. We start seeing a massive change here when, towards the end of the Jurassic, we have some of the biggest animals, Brachiosaurus. Literally, they would have shook the earth as they walked. 130, 140,000 pound animals. And this is actually cool. It was one of the things I like to show people. This is when things change dramatically here, because if you notice, there's still no Rocky Mountains. Yeah. But as we come into the Cretaceous, we still don't have Rocky Mountains, but we have an ocean appearing. So it's things like that, being able to show that at one time, right where you're standing would have looked like this. We were completely underwater at one point in Colorado. There were no Rocky Mountains, and this would have been this beautiful Caribbean-like ocean. So it's stuff like this I like to show to give people that sense that, you know, the Earth is constantly changing, and when you go back these time periods, entire landscapes did not exist. They would have been something different.
I kind of let your imagination go wild, thinking about those bees that would have shook the earth with each step.
Well, not just that, but if we can get one more shot, check out, we're talking about the prehistoric oceans, you would not want to meet these creatures.
Oh my God.
This animal was more than 65 feet long, 120,000 pounds. This is literally the T-Rex of the ocean. They ate whatever they wanted, including their friends and family members. And we found bones from these guys in Eagle County, so we know they were here.
Okay. Yeah, and then, you know, besides the visual aids with this, then he brings out some of these artifacts and just the different findings.
Absolutely, because one of the things I also like to do is get the kids involved, get the kids thinking, so I can say, well, how do we know these animals ever exist? Sure, you can pick up a book, but how do we know they were here? Yeah. And I just love kids because they know fossils, bones, you know, here's a big chunk of dinosaur bone right here, or things like claws. This is a big claw from an Allosaurus. So it's these things that teach us that they're around, but beyond that, I like kids to even think even one step further, not just fossils, but what the fossils can tell us. Okay. And this is a cool fossil, one of my favorites. And if I grab this guy right here, this is Triceratops, one of the most famous dinosaurs. Every kid knows Triceratops. So if I could magically kind of pull out a piece of his horn, that's what this is. This is a real piece of Triceratops's horn. So beyond that, a kid can look at this going, that's really cool. And I'll go, yeah? I'm about to make this really, really cool. You see what these lines right here? You see those lines? Those are teeth marks from Tyrannosaurus rex.
Oh!
The only animal big enough to take down Triceratops. So now, not only is this a Triceratops fossil, but this is a fossil from a Triceratops that got attacked by Tyrannosaurus rex, because the fossils tell us that there's teeth marks right there.
Looks like it's not a happy ending.
Well, we don't know. I don't know. This could have broken off and he could have run away and lived his life, or he could have become T-Rex's lunch. We don't know, but we know that he got attacked by Tyrannosaurus rex. Oh so fossils definitely can tell the stories behind the animals as well.
I know you have a Q&A too. What are some of the most asked questions you get?
Gosh, well, one of the biggest ones, because probably the most famous animal around is Tyrannosaurus rex. It's got the best Hollywood agent. So it's did T-Rex live in Colorado? And the answer is yes, he lived in Colorado. Okay. Other ones might be, what are some of the biggest things I've ever found? For me, one of the things I found last summer was bones to an animal that was 100,000 pounds called Camarasaurus, who would have looked a lot like these guys, but not quite as big as this is Brachiosaurus, but a giant long neck. And things like, who would win in a fight is always a fun one, So, but a little bit of everything. And that's the greatest thing is kids, their imaginations just come to life.
Oh, I know.
All the things that they think about, all of a sudden they're just regurgitating. They want to tell me everything they know, and I love that. Although sometimes I got to quiet them down because I'm trying to do a show and I'm on a timeline. But I love when they want to share with me what they know.
I know. And parents, if you want to have your kids completely engrossed in what is going on, this is the ticket. They're not going to be on their iPads on this show. They are going to be listening to Billy Dorn. Okay, Billy, thanks so much.
Thanks for having me, Tricia.
Yeah, we're so happy to always have him up here at Beaver Creek, throughout the winter and the summer. This summer, enjoy the joy of America's gift to music, jazz, and its many subgenres at the 28th Annual Vail Jazz Festival. Headliner concerts are Thursday evenings in Lion's Head, and free concerts are Sunday evenings at the Solaris Plaza. For more information, go to vailjazz.org.
We're for the fashion forward and budget minded. We've got the brands that set you apart, the style to make you stand out, the looks that let you shine. We are for the dreamers, the doers, and the savers. Outlets at Silverthorne. Elevate your savings. Save up to 70% on the best designer brands. Visit outlets@silverthorne.com for current sales and events.
Experience the extraordinary at Beaver Creek.
Are you ready for summer gardening? Here at Knapp Garden Center, we take pride in our selection of beautiful, hand-picked, perennial and annual flowers. We also carry a wide variety of delicious veggie starters, herbs, bushes, shrubs, trees, soil amendments, and so much more. Our selection is carefully chosen for our altitude, soils, and climate, and reflect the hardiness of the Rocky Mountains. Visit us today at 295 Rule Road in Eagle. We're open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5:30 p.m., and weekends from 8 to 4. Knapp Garden Center has everything you need to craft your beautiful outdoor space this summer.
Flowers are fighters. That's why the Alzheimer's Association Walk to End Alzheimer's is full of them. Because flowers find a way to break through. Just like we will. Join the fight at alz.org/walk.
Oh, we are back. I'm reporting live from the Grand Hyatt Vail. This is, the former Cascade, former Hotel Talisa. If you're a little more old school, the Westin Hotel used to be here. So we're happy to be right here at the Grand Hyatt Vail. And you don't have to be staying here to enjoy some of the amenities. They've got their tiki grill that's open daily for you for lunch. And they have a brand new sushi pop-up restaurant that's opening up as well. And that is just right off the lobby. The crew is going to go there tomorrow. We're going to get some footage and try some tastes and nibbles and everything. So we're excited about that. And then Gessner is their main restaurant that serves breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We're right on the Gore Creek, the walking path, the bike path, so kind of a cool little place. So thank you, Grand Hyatt, for hosting our show right here in the corner. We can see all the action and even the weather. It looks like a beautiful day out there. But I want to let you know about a few things happening with Walking Mountain Science School. They have such a great array of things for the kids, for the adults, for the in-betweens with the teens. And they do a lot of summer programming, which some of that is wrapped up with the kids going back to school. But some of their hikes and some of their daily programs are still available, especially up at the gondolas. Now, so for Tuesday, they have some things for the littlest ones. So Earth Keepers, this is in Avon at 10 and in Eagle at 10:15. And then their Free Nature Walk in Avon. They do this almost on a daily basis out of their Walking Mountains campus. And this is on the north side of I-70. If you pass by Northside Coffee and Kitchen, take that next right, another immediate right, and you're going to be right on their campus. And you may not realize this, but you're just off the interstate, but you get into the woods and you go on some of these trails and you feel like you're just so far removed from civilization. I was doing the Buck Creek Trail in Avon earlier this summer, and wow, I had no idea that it went up that far. Beautiful meadow kind of greets you at the end before you head back down. A little bit of water on there as well. Sometimes you like to have water if you have your dog along to cool them off. But you can go with the guides, the naturalists, that'll walk you around and let you know kind of what's happening with the ecosystem right there in Avon. So that's a fun thing that you can do today. Also in Avon, we've got the last Avon Live concert going on. And let's bring in Kate. Let's talk a little bit about what we have happening here. So, Kate, you know, Avon Live has been the big concerts, free concerts on Wednesday with 2 bands, an opening act and a headliner. And they're going to end it with a bang. We've got the Frisco Funk Collective opening up for the Motet, which is out of Boulder. So I think it's going to be, there's going to be a lot of dancing going on tomorrow night.
And that's the way it should be. Like, we need to let summer go out with a bang. We
Yeah.
all need to be outside dancing, not wearing closed-toe shoes until there's snow in the ground.
Yeah, not putting the socks on with the sandals till it's really, really cold. I think it could get a little cold by the end of the night. But we've got a great lineup tomorrow night, and I think that they'll have great weather for it too. We're so fortunate to have such a beautiful week of weather. And that'll be going on this evening. And then this weekend, Summer's End is they're capping off the end of the season. They've got their event on Friday, which is their Lakeside Cinema, and that'll be showing the movie Up. And then we're bringing in the paddle battles. This is stand-up paddleboarding, all sorts of competitions. I've heard they're bringing in the cardboard derby races. This is when you make a boat basically out of cardboard and, I don't know, duct tape or something, and then you see which one lasts the longest. Like, I think you're actually in it, and you go as far as you can across the lake. And then a doubleheader of Sunset Live from 3 to 5, and then 5:30 to 7:30 with Rocket Parade first, Gen Max second. And then on Monday, they've got all sorts of things with the inflatable bouncy castles, kids' activities, food vendors. Kids will be out of school that day. And then Arlo McKinley and Jeremy Pinnell will be the opening act at 4 to 5:30. And then the headliner will be an all-female band called Big Richard. And they'll be taking that stage right there that you can see in the picture. So Summer's End is going to be the way that Avon is kind of wrapping things up. They do still have a few more things going on, but boy, that park is just so nice with all the amenities and the volleyball and renting the paddle boards and the paddle boats.
It is so nice, and there's just so much to do around there. I don't know if people really know, there's like a nice little beach, so you can build a sand castle, you can play with your kids, you can pretend you're at the beach for a second, and not in an alpine lake, even though the cold water is going to snap you right out of that.
Yeah, it's a little cold in that lake for sure. People go fishing. Yesterday, I was at Nottingham Lake, and Brazza was in the studio, so I was kind of taking a tour around, and their playground is pretty amazing as well. It's huge, and it has all the different types of slides you climb up into the tower. Yeah. And then there was this kind of like a zip line. And I'd seen it, and Brazzo said, "You see that swing zipline thing?" And I said, "Okay, yeah, maybe I'll try it." So I waited till a commercial break, and I tried it. It was really fun. So I didn't do it on camera. I didn't have a camera person.
You should have done it live.
Yeah. So I was like, let me see if I can do this before I actually try anything on air. So maybe next time we'll get out there. But yeah, bring the kids there today. A lot of picnic areas that are covered, some grills also, and like you mentioned, just a beach. And then the views up towards Beaver Creek.
Yeah.
It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, and it's dog friendly too. So there's a nice little area where you can have your dog. They can go swimming. They do only do off leash in the mornings from like 6 to 9, but you can have a long line. There's this cute little bulldog that's always around that lake that its owner's just throwing the ball And it's a chunky bulldog just swimming back and forth like nonstop. It's the
Oh,
coolest thing to see.
oh, cool. Okay, yeah, yeah. So great place to go. Just get a little exercise as well. It's nice and flat too. So if you aren't used to this altitude, but
Yeah.
you still want to get out and do a walk, you just go around the perimeter of the lake, and it's a nice flat course for you to enjoy. And so, all right. Well, are we gonna do the hike of the week? Okay, all right. So we're gonna let you know about another place you can go, Strawberry Lane, taking you up to Berry Picker. Here's your hike of the week.
Hey Vail Valley Live, this is Madison, your behind the scenes girl. I am going to take you guys on a hike of the week, and we're going to start right here at Gondola 1, right in Vail Village. It's called Strawberry Lane. It's only about 2.7 miles, only about 700 feet of elevation gain. So it should be a pretty quick, pretty easy little hike that you can absolutely do with your friends and family when they come to visit you. All right, let's get hiking. This is always so crazy to me. We're literally on the ski runs right now. So just because there's no snow does not mean that the season is over. It is hiking season. It is biking season. It is get outside season. So seriously, go get your feet dirty. This is awesome. All right, we are only about a half mile in. And guys, let me tell you, there is some serious incline. So if you are visiting, or if you're new to hiking, welcome, happy to have you here. A few things to keep in mind when you're hiking on vacation or somewhere at high altitude. It does get harder to breathe, so just make sure that you are listening to your body and making sure that you are going at a pace that's comfortable for you. The last thing that you want is to overexhaust yourself and not be safe while you're out here. Something that is also very, very real out here are bears. They are out and they are excited to be around. So fun fact, right, as we're talking about animal safety on trails, I am hiking up in front of my new friend here. Say hi. And I hear a noise, thinking it's a mountain biker, because there's lots of mountain bikers up here and we gotta share the trails. And there is a big old moose about 15 feet in front of me. And it is just staring at me. But as my new friend also knows, make it very clear that you are not a threat. And so you need to slowly start to walk away and let it move on. So we let it pass and we waited a little bit and we're out here trying it again. All right. All right. I am up here at the end of Strawberry Lane. Well, I'm taking a little break here. Thought that we could talk a little more about some mountain safety stuff. As I said, we did see a moose. This is their home. We are visitors in their home. And as much as this is our backyard, this is their place. So we want to be really respectful and really cautious. Things to keep on you at all times are a can of bear spray is a big one. And then also, if you're hiking alone, a really good thing to have with you is something that makes noise. Those are just a couple things that you can do to really be careful out here, especially if you're new to the area. I know it's exciting. Don't run up and touch the animals. Don't talk to them. Let them do their thing. Let them be. All right, so I am up here at the end of Strawberry Lane where it turns into Berry Picker. So you can also take Berry Picker down here to Lion's Head, or you can go back to Vail Village the same way that you came. So far we have made some new friends, we have seen some animals, and we've seen quite a few mountain bikers. Something else I wanted to mention about hiking around up here is we really want to leave the trail better than we found it. And if you see trash, go ahead and pick it up. I always have a bag in my backpack to grab things on the way out. Another safety thing that I want to talk about is just to remind you all, always let someone know where you are. As a solo hiker, and especially as a female solo hiker, I always text somebody and tell them where I'm going. All right, we just finished up. That was about 2.7 miles. Took a little over an hour. But now let's head into the village and grab a drink real quick. And now it's the best part of the hike, the après. Après is all season long, guys. It is not just ski season. So I'm about to head into one of my favorite spots, Big Bear Cafe, and grab a little drink and a little snack, and then head home. All right, guys, I'll see you next week.
Experience the extraordinary at Beaver Creek.
To find a cure for osteoarthritis, why not look to the body's own power to heal? At the Stedman Clinic and Stedman Philippon Research Institute, we're working with the National Institutes of Health to conduct a clinical trial treating osteoarthritis of the knee. To learn how you can participate in this clinical trial, call or visit our website today. The Stedman Clinic and Stedman Philippon Research Institute. The future of orthopedic medicine is here.
This Weather and Mountain Report is brought to you by Grand Hyatt Vail, Hyatt's newest luxury resort in Vail.
I want to thank Grand Hyatt Vail for this weather and mountain report this morning. We are standing by when it's a little chilly out here. I'm nice and warm in the studio. Kate has been braving the cooler temperatures. Even down in Eagle, it's a little cool these early mornings when we're getting out there. The sunlight hours, starting a little later in the day with sunrise later, sunset a little earlier. But I think she's warming up, and we're going to see things definitely warm up today. Plenty of sunshine. We've moved out of that monsoonal airflow into really the typical weather we see in September. We're not quite there yet. We're at August 30th, but Mother Nature sometimes doesn't know that. And we're going to see a beautiful day just like yesterday. Wow, yesterday afternoon, usually you're like, oh, can I get a bike ride in? Is it going to rain? Not the case right now. We're going to see some beautiful sunshine, sunny skies. We're already up to 53, so we've made quite a big jump in the last 10 or 15 minutes. We'll see a high in the upper 70s, close to 80 in Vail, and then very warm down valley, 80, 85, might even feel like 90 in some places of Eagle County today. And then this weather is going to continue for the next several days. We'll see highs back into the 70s. Overnight lows will dip into the 40s, so quite a swing in temperatures from the 40s to almost the 80s throughout the day. But look at the percentages on the right-hand side of your screen. Hardly a percent of rain to even talk about. So go ahead, make the plans, go do the camping trip. Go on the 14er, climb that huge mountain, do the longer bike ride. You're going to have perfect weather to do any of that, which is so great for a lot of our outdoor activities that are wrapping up this week. Hot Summer Nights, Avon Live. And let's bring it down to Kate. We're going to talk a little bit more about a few other things that are going on this week and this off season. Now, Kate, tell us where you're in front of. You got the gardens?
I'm right in front of the Eagle Community Gardens, which is one of my favorite spots here in Eagle. Not only is it beautiful, but they also have a little, here, I'll turn you guys around. They have this little gazebo over here where you can sit down. And if you plan your day right, you might be able to find that Inner Light smoothie food truck parked right here. So it's a great place. There's parking right behind me. You get your smoothie, and then you can go sit at the gazebo and just enjoy the beautiful flowers behind me.
Oh, Kate, I finally got to try the Inner Light juice. So they were at the Minturn Market on Saturday. So I did my yoga, my bike ride. I swung through the market and I'm like, I'm gonna have lunch and I'm gonna have all the type of things you're gonna get. So I had the Inner Light juice. I tried their detox lemonade with the activated charcoal and it was so good. Like there is so many ingredients in there. You almost wonder like, how can I drink this that looks kind of brownish, blackish, but it tastes like lemonade. It was so good, and that was what I tried. What's your favorite from Inner Light?
I like their Light Seeker smoothie. That's like the purple one that has blueberries and like all sort of adaptogens on it. But I love that lemonade too. So, you know, I'll drink whatever if you tell me it's going to be like good for me, it's going to
I
keep
know.
me forever young. I'll just put it in. But my husband is like a little bit pickier and he sees this black lemonade and he's like, "What are you drinking?" And I'm like, "Just try it. I promise it tastes like amazing." He was sold. So it's
Yeah.
really good. Go try it out.
Yeah, he's a tough customer. So if he was sold on it, you can sell it too. And I know they're going to be opening up their storefront in Eagles. So in addition to the truck that travels, they'll have that coming to Eagles soon. So that's super exciting. Good for them. Well, then the next place I went to, I got the empanadas, and they had different kind. They had shrimp, they had chicken, they had meat. So I thought I'm going to go with the chicken with the mushroom. So I got that. And then they had like the roasted corn cart was there. So I got that elote corn with all the fixins on top. So I just basically had my drink, my two things for my meal. It was pretty awesome. And then I went back later and tried some of the Wild Mountain Settlers wine at the Agora. That's where they do the tasting room right there. And then the slapped wood-fired pizza, which is so absolutely delicious. They've got the little wood fire oven basically right there outside of Agora. This is right across from the main entrance to the farmers market, next to Minturn Sunrise and that little open area there. So yeah, so I did my little tour of Minturn. It was pretty fun, but I got to try all the little tastes. And it's
That's
the last
awesome.
farmers market this weekend, and they're celebrating their 25th anniversary this season. So lots of reasons to head down there to check the last farmers market out.
And you know, I love empanadas, and like one of my favorite, like not so well kept secrets are the empanadas at Haagen-Dazs. I don't know if you've ever had them
What?
right on Lionset across from Garfinkel's. Yeah, I know everybody's
At the
like
ice
doing
cream
that
store?
20-minute line at Starbucks. Yes. So everybody's doing like a 20-minute line at Starbucks trying to get a breakfast sandwich and a coffee.
Yeah.
But all you have to do is go to Haagen-Dazs. You can get a drip Colombian coffee there. And they have this really good beef empanadas that are delicious. And there's usually no line. So
Okay.
that's your next like breakfast in Vail. If you're not looking to stay in the crowd, go try their empanadas. They're
I
so
know.
good.
I'm kind of, and Vail Mountain Coffee and Tea, they have empanadas as well, like when you're up at Beaver Creek. So I'm kind of on this like empanada kick. Like, who's got the best one? Do you want them fried? Do you want them baked? So that's kind of been my new little thing this summer is testing out those throughout the valley. So cool. But hey Kate, a few more things going on. There is, Tony Galizia, our favorite performer here. He passed away earlier this summer. They're gonna have a memorial for him, and then it's gonna be at the Gerald R. Ford Amphitheater. Very fitting for a performer like him to be honored at a musical venue like this. And that'll be from 2 to 4 on Thursday, September 1st. And then after that, they're going to be bringing down band members from the Vail Valley Band and a few other people that Tony played with. And the same place they did the Band by the River, that little venue at Riverwalk, they're going to be doing a local jam. And so Vail Valley Band will host that. And that'll start at 5 p.m., go till about 8. And in addition to all the music that Tony did, he was part of the Vail market with his sausage Galizia. And he would make these Italian sausages. And for the first 100 people that come down to the Riverwalk to listen to the local jam, they're going to be treated to a sausage Galizia. And then other than that, just bring food and drinks. It's just going to be kind of very casual. And but they just want to honor Tony, and he did so much for the music scene in our Vail Valley. He also did so much for the students in our valley. You talk to a lot of the kids that grew up here, and they're like, "Oh yeah, Tony G. The jazz goes to school and everything with the Vail Jazz Festival." So that's something I want to let you know about. 2 to 4 on Friday. I mean on Thursday, September 1. And then Kate, one more thing. We got to remember the watch and win tomorrow. We've got this. You want this sweatshirt, don't you?
I want that sweatshirt. I want
know.
it for my uniform for the mornings.
I know. It's very cozy. It's a hoodie from Outside Television. We've got a couple different colors. I think we'll do the black one tomorrow. And so what you're going to do is just basically watch and win. We'll let you know when to call. We'll let you know what number to call and everything. So just want to give everyone a heads up. And this is happening every Wednesday until we wrap up our summertime season, right before the gondolas close down, the last farmers market. Our last show will be on October 2nd before we, and then we'll take a little break, and then we'll go live again on opening day, which is November 11th this year for Vail Mountain. Beaver Creek will do its typical opening the Wednesday before Thanksgiving. So there's lots still going on. We want to send you off right now. Kate, Eddie, any last parting words? How are your feet? Are they warming up?
No, I would say socks are probably staying on for another half an hour, but I'm off my jacket, so it's feeling nice and warm. And that's the crazy thing about these days. You literally just have to start peeling layers off throughout the day and then put them back on in the afternoon. I think my car has like half my closet right now.
Definitely. Yeah, keep the stuff in your car, and then you're going to need it tonight if you're going to the Hot Summer Nights, the last Moe's Original Barbecue Hot Summer Nights of the season. North Mississippi All-Stars playing. Gates open at 5:30. The concert will start at 6:30. Go till about, 8:30 or so. So it'll be cooler once that sun goes down. But get after it. Get out there and enjoy it. These beautiful days aren't going to last forever. So we got to seize the day when we can. All right. Thanks, Kate, for the reporting from Eagle today. I'm Trisha Swenson. Thanks for watching. We will see you bright and early right here again tomorrow.
It's summer
in the mountains.
It's summer in the mountains.
It's summer in the mountains. And we're out here
living it.
Living it.
Living it.
Lots to do.
Lots to see.
Every morning.
Every morning.
Every morning.
At 7:30.
7:30.
It's Vail Valley Live.
It's Vail Valley Live.
Watch us now.
Watch us now.
Watch us now.